Welcome to Mission Planet Protect. By entering this room, you have now agreed to become a planet protector. Your first assignment is to defeat water pollution through finding ways humans can reduce their water and toxic rubbish that ends up in oceans, rivers, and lakes. If you succeed, you will save the entire marine ecosystem, marine life, slow down the toxic area known as Plastic Island, and eventually you will help save planet Earth. It is your job as a planet protector to be leaders on your planet and ensure that the whole world works together to save the Earth.
There are many different ways to describe pollution. The simplest way to explain pollution is everything that makes our earth dirty, unclean, and unhealthy. This can happen in three main ways. The first is through air pollution, which can be explained as any toxic substance or gas that enters the atmosphere and, more importantly, the air we breathe. The smoke we see coming out of cars, factories, machines, and many other things contribute to air pollution because the smoke is a poisonous substance. Air pollution causes smog, which makes the sky look hazy and smoky. Air pollution can also affect our health, causing things like asthma and other respiratory diseases. Land pollution is another huge part of the problem. Think about all the things you throw into the rubbish bin every day, then every week, every month, every year. That is a lot of rubbish in only your household. And we do share this world with 7 billion other people. Have you ever thought about where it all goes? Most of the rubbish goes straight into landfill. These are large areas of land where rubbish is dumped and buried with the hope that it will biodegrade or break down. The problem is that a lot of what we throw away is toxic to our earth. Things like plastic have toxic and poisonous chemicals in them that don't break down in landfill. This is why it's very important to follow the 3 R's: reduce, reuse, recycle. Water pollution is the main focus in this documentary, discussing its impact on marine life and the life of plastic bags. And understanding these impacts from the view of an environmental activist and a marine biologist.
Hi, my name is Monica. I'm an environmental activist. I've been in the field for 15 years now, and I'm very passionate about solving the world's environmental problems and in particular finding solutions to pollution. Water pollution. So how important is it that we have fresh, clean water to drink? Don't we all take it for granted? How easy is it to go to the tap and get a glass of cool water to drink? What happens when we run out of clean water? What happens when our oceans, lakes and rivers are so contaminated and polluted that our marine life dies? These are very serious issues that need to be considered. Humans are the cause of water pollution. This is because we throw away lots of rubbish that ends up in our water systems without thinking of the consequences. Factories and cities recklessly dump chemicals into oceans. Ships often spill oil, which can kill our sea life. Farmers can also indirectly contribute to water pollution through using sprays that become toxic water pollutants. Water pollution has become so bad that we now have areas of oceans such as the Plastic Island in the Pacific Ocean, where all rubbish that has ended up in our water system travels to and stays. This creates large areas of our ocean completely polluted by plastics and other rubbish, which is affecting the health of our marine life and ecosystems. Impacts of pollution. So pollution is a very dangerous and unhealthy problem. All forms of pollution are contributing to even bigger problems as time passes. The oceans are becoming toxic. Our water is being continuously polluted. Our air is becoming too poisonous to breathe, and land is becoming infertile. Pollution is not a small issue. Marine life is dying, and we are seeing an increase in diseases such as asthma due to our pollution. It is something that needs to be stopped, and everyone needs to work together to make the changes that will slow the progress of pollution.
If you take a look around, you start to realise that much of what we eat, drink or use comes packaged in plastic. While the invention of plastic certainly has its benefits, the short-term convenience of single-use disposables like plastic bags, water bottles, coffee cups and takeaway containers are inconvenient in the long term. Worldwide, around 1 million plastic bags are used every minute. That's just plastic bags alone. Add bottles, cups, containers, utensils, food wrappers and straws, and you've got a whole lot of waste.
Hi, my name's Jess and I'm a marine biologist. I've been studying animals in the ocean for the last 10 years, and at the moment I'm working with a great team in order to reduce pollution, specifically plastic pollution, in the ocean in order to save our marine animals. Professor Andrew Holmes made this statement: "No one in their daily life within a period of 10 minutes isn't touching something that is made of plastic." And why is the ocean full of plastic? Because humans have disposed of it carelessly. But how much plastic is really in the ocean? Well, in 2010, a comprehensive study has found that around 8 billion kilograms of plastic went into the ocean. And every 11 years, this amount of plastic produced doubles. It's hard to quantify the exact amount in the ocean today, but it's said to be around 51 trillion particles. Plastic is made to be strong, durable, and it takes a long time to break down. However, once the plastic is broken down, it's only broken down to microscopic plastic debris. This plastic can last from a few months to a couple of years. Additionally, this plastic is widespread in the open ocean, but is particularly concentrated in 5 major ocean geysers. These geysers are rotating currents of water, specifically in the Pacific, the Atlantic, and the Indian Oceans. The largest and best known of these is the Great Garbage Patch in the Northern Pacific. It has been estimated that between 5,000 and 15,000 sea turtles are entangled each year by derelict fishing gear washing ashore in northern Australia alone. Additionally, animals such as sea lions, seals, seabirds, fish, whales, and dolphins are entangled in plastic. This plastic entanglement can cause injury, which can lead to death. The second biggest issue is the consuming of plastic. The consuming of plastic can cause blockages in the stomach and/or the perforation of the intestines. This consuming of plastic leads to the deaths of millions of marine bird species each year. It has been estimated that 98% of albatross birds are found to have ingested some kind of plastic debris. Once the plastic has been ingested, It causes an obstruction in the digestive tract and can puncture internal organs. Another animal that is severely affected is the sea turtle, who often mistakes plastic waste for a viable food source. Studies from 2013 have shown that as many as 50% of sea turtles are ingesting plastic at an unprecedented rate, and they are dying because of this. Whales and dolphins are also mistaking debris for food. The plastic is puncturing and tearing their stomach lining, leading to starvation and death. According to the Marine Pollution Bulletin, these marine animals are ingesting plastic debris at a rate as high as 31%, and in turn, 22% of these animals were at an increased risk of death.
Proactivity towards water pollution. Like any problem, the best way to resolve it is to stop it at its source. So what can you do to slow pollution? No. Just no.